Good morning, Aries. Welcome back, guys. I'm going to be doing your general reading for the first couple of weeks of June. We're going to get right on it, Aries. I did some meditating. Now, I don't know if you're fighting to have communication with someone or you're fighting within within a conversation. So I'm getting someone here could be fighting, when it comes to communication. I feel like you're dealing with someone here that could be very negative. And I'm also getting that someone here could be undecided about how they really feel about someone. I feel like this energy is single. They could have hazel eyes, and they could be not very supportive of you. I'm getting something to do with not being on time, and something was fast-paced. Possibly something moved, too fast and wasn't enough time to get to know somebody. Then I'm getting killing me with kindness or something to that effect. So that's what I got with that. Your Oracle card from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck is the base chakra coming in. So somebody here needs to possibly work on this area. This is all about, security. It's also about, taking care of your finances, your security, your health. Looking at those areas. This is also known as your root chakra. So we're going to read up a little bit in the book about it here. Yeah, it says known as the base or root. This energy center is situated at the base of the spine and is mostly closely related to all of your earthy issues, such as survival, the physical body, issues of money, safety, and shelter. To balance this chakra, practice yoga can be extremely beneficial. Dancing or light physical exercise will also help keep the energy flowing. Honoring your body and taking care of it on the outside will bring you well-being on the inside. It works both ways. This could also be someone here that could have lower back issues, spinal issues. So somebody here is going to be working on their base chakra, root chakra here, for the first couple of weeks of June. For your Moonology deck, Moonology card, can't talk too early this morning. You got a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries coming in. And Spirit is saying, reach for the stars, Aries. Reach for the stars. Try to be around people that build you up, lift you up. Try to stay away from all the, negative, put me down people. You know what I mean? This is what's going to help you reach for your goals. Get to your goals quicker. Reach for the stars coming in. Says the message is clear. You're an instrument of divine creativity and are being called upon to live up to your true heritage. Support your divine invitation. Support your vision by stabilizing and strengthening your body with a healthy diet and regular exercise. So somebody here needs to really focus on themselves right now, maybe for health reasons or just possibly even, self-esteem reasons, whatever reason it is. Someone here needs to really focus on that in, come June to really be able to, get themselves healthy, mind, body, and soul, right? So we're going to get these cards shuffled up and see what's cracking for you. Yeah, usually I don't do the readings early in the morning, but we've got storms coming in, and they're saying that we're going to get thunder showers and this and that, and I don't do these readings during, bad weather. So anyway, we're doing them early. So if I seem a little bit off, I've only had 1 cup of coffee. I'm working on it, Aries. So. All right. The overall energy is taking some sort of action with the Knight of Swords coming in. So this could be you or this could be someone else here. But someone here is wanting to take action. I feel like you could be dealing with Aries. You could be dealing with a mother and a child here. So this could be the mother of your children. But I feel like someone here is wanting to take some sort of action, and they're trying to manifest this. Yeah, this could be to do with family and finances. Someone here is trying to have strength with someone that lives at a distance. So what's coming in for Aries? doesn't take much to say, you know, I'll do it tomorrow. And when then tomorrow comes and the next thing, I'll do it the next day. And we just keep putting things off, right? So, hold on a minute, guys. I'm starting to get roasting. So maybe that has something to do with your reading, because I was fine before, and now I'm getting like I'm having a heat wave. So. Alright, we got coming into union here. So someone here is going to be coming into union, whether it's a birthday, a graduation, just getting together with friends, or whatever this is. We're coming up on nicer weather, so, you know. Yeah, I feel like someone here has made a judgment here about love. You know, I feel like someone here has kept themselves mentally trapped and burdened over this for a while. Could have been a lot of pain or some sort of third party that you were dealing with, Aries. I feel like something came in relatively quickly here with the betrayal, and someone here is trying to move on from that. So you could be dealing with a King of Cups, so this could be you. Someone here that's, you know, wears their heart out on their sleeve, water sign coming in. Yeah, someone's been looking at progress here, possibly with a Scorpio. And I feel like someone here is feeling stuck here when it comes to commitment, home, marriage, stability. This could have been a lot of fighting here, possibly, you know, within a commitment. So what is the challenge? What is the challenge for Aries with this? Yeah, the challenge is to get out of your head, Aries, about a betrayal with the Ten of Swords. Someone here is feeling betrayed. It's causing sleepless nights and panic attacks and the whole nine yards. So this is going to be the challenges for someone here to get out of their head about a betrayal. Yeah, because I feel like you got someone coming in, could be a water sign here, that wants to take a leap of faith, but they're keeping themselves mentally trapped, burdened here, and they can't get this off their mind. It's like it's going on in their head like repeat here. With the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. Someone can't get out of this frame of mind here about a betrayal that was done. Yeah, and they moved on. They tried to move on to calm waters with this. And I feel like there's been a lot of communication with this energy about this. But I feel like someone here still has a lot of healing to do. They still have a lot of healing to do here, because someone can't let it go. You know, with the King of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Yeah. I feel like, Aries, you may want more give and take in a situation here, and you want somebody here to show, you know, that they want this too. You want someone to show some sort of, take some sort of action, you know, that you're not the only one that's wanting to work on things. You're not the only one that wants balance in a situation. I feel like you're wanting this person to do that as well. What is the root of this coming into union? I feel like you've been trying to put your best foot forward, Aries, with this situation, but somebody else can't because they can't get beyond the obvious, right? So someone here is not willing to forgive yet. They're not willing to forgive, so they're keeping themselves mentally trapped about this. The root of this coming into union is someone here is at a crossroads. You know, they haven't, you know, there's a lot of indecision here, whether this energy wants to take a leap of faith or they don't want to take a leap of faith. And because they're keeping themselves mentally trapped about this, this is why they're holding back on the situation from making any kind of an offer. You know, even if it's just a small offer, and it's because they're feeling burdened. So you could be dealing with a water sign here, or someone that's just in their emotions. They don't know whether they want to do this or not, because someone here hasn't forgiven someone yet. You know, they're at a crossroads about this. So they're going to hold back because they're keeping themselves mentally hostage about it and burdened here. So they're not going to make any kind of an offer, and if they do, it's just going to be something small. It's not going to be, you know, anything spectacular, because someone here hasn't possibly allowed themselves to heal from a situation. We have the Fool, we have the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Wands coming in at the bottom. Yeah, they're kind of toying with the idea, do I or don't I? Well, I or won't I, when it comes to coming into union here. Now, I feel like someone here wants someone to take action, but they're protecting their heart here. They're very closed off. They're protecting their heart, when it comes to making any kind of offers to have a new beginning. Someone, I feel like, shuts down. They go ghost. They just shut down, Yeah, and it could be this energy that you're dealing with that is single. Somebody I feel like, is getting ready to move on to calmer waters here, because I feel like they can't get in their head about this, get out of their head about this situation. They know there's no growth. They know that it's really afflicting a relationship here. So I feel like someone here is really ready to just move on, and it's somebody here that keeps shutting down, and they can't, make up their mind what they want to do, whether they want to try to have a new beginning or they don't, or it's someone here that's single here, that when they look at commitment, they just go right in their head, They go right in their head here, and I feel like someone here is going to be trying to moving on to calm waters here. This could be this water sign you're dealing with. I feel like you may get communication about this. You're going to get communication from this energy, Aries, that they're not healed from a situation. King of Cups, Ace of Swords, Four of Swords, and the King of Wands coming in. They're not healed yet. They're not ready to progress with anything, because they still haven't healed. There's still a lot of pain and hurt. I feel like you want positive movement forward, Aries, but there's too much pain right now. Somebody here has got to work through this pain, be able to have forgiveness, for themselves and for others as to how things went down here. And until that happens, this isn't gonna go anywhere. With your energy, the Chariot and the Three of Swords coming in, I feel like you may be willing to forget about this or forgive, or that can go vice versa. But somebody here hasn't healed from this. There's a lot of resentment. So what was in the past for Aries? You got a fire sign, Leo, coming in here. Yes, you could also have Leo in your chart. I feel like you got something coming in quickly here. You could have a wish fulfillment, or you did here in the past. Could have been a fire sign here that could have spoke their truth here in the past, or this could have been you. Somebody here had wish fulfillment, spoke their truth in the past. And it had to do about making important decisions in your life in order to have a victory here. So you could have met someone in your past, possibly another fire sign here, that some way, shape, or form here. Whether this was just a meeting, you just met somebody for the first time. I feel like somebody here spoke some sort of truth to you back then. So what is coming in? Oh my gosh. They went flying everywhere, Aries. Didn't even get the question out. So let me try it again. What is in the near future for Aries? In the near future, something's coming in divine timing here. Someone here that's been being sneaky. I feel like it's going to take action towards someone from their past here, and this may cause conflict. This is going to come in divine timing. With the Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands coming in. This is going to cause more trouble. Because someone here is already feeling like that you're being sneaky. That you can't be trusted, Aries. So in divine timing, something's coming. Someone's going to go back towards their past. And this is just going to add fuel to fire. I feel like you've been manifesting here, possibly coming in and basically broaden your horizons with new people here. You could be coming in to make an offer here when it comes to wish fulfillment. With the Page of Cups and the Star here, but I feel like this is just going to create conflict. And it's going to be with this energy that's already feeling betrayed, So, how does how does this energy see the situation? Yeah. They see that someone here is trying to move on. You, Aries, are trying to move on, and you're not healed, and they don't feel like that you're healed enough to be able to move forward. Because you're still feeling hurt about this situation too. So I feel like this is going to cause issues. With somebody here that's already in their head, and because they're seeing that you're moving on with the King of Wands and the Chariot coming in. They don't feel like you're healed either enough to move on, to have something new, because there was a missed opportunity here with the Four Cups. And a lot of fighting here, possibly, and a lot of indecision on top of it. So somebody here doesn't feel like someone here feels like Aries, that you're just stirring the shit pot with them, trying to make them more upset here because you're not healed from a situation either. You know what I mean? And by you moving on, because this energy can't make up their mind, it's just going to create more conflict. Hold on a minute, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so how does friends and family see this situation for Aries? I feel like they seeing that you're going to have some sort of victory with this. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's been a lot of challenges, with this other energy that you've been dealing with here. And I feel like you could be, whoever you're going towards that's, caused conflict here. I feel like there's this other fire sign from your past. I feel like you're going to have some sort of victory with this energy here. It could be a soulmate to you. They could be more mature. They could be older, and more willing to be able, to work through situations. They have the maturity. They could also be financially stable with the Six of Wands and the King of Wands coming in. So you could be dealing with a Taurus here or someone that's got it in their chat. Yeah, I feel like that you're willing to leave these past challenges behind. You're ready to have somebody that's more mature, that's got their ducks in a row, knows what they want, I feel like there's going to be communication about commitment here to this energy here. This is what friends and family are going to see. Whoever here is deciding to move on, which I feel like it could be you, you may have a better outlook here in the future if you decide to go towards something else here, because I feel like you're not making any headway. So what is in the hopes and fears? I feel like what's in the hopes and fears here by someone here walking away that's deciding what's best for them and taking some sort of action here, even though it's going to cause a missed opportunity, with this other energy that you're trying to get them to basically shut or get off the pot. You know what I mean? I feel like, I feel like you're looking at this like, I can't, stay like this forever. This happened a long time ago. I refuse to be, on guard all the time. It's time to heal this and work through it. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like someone here is saying. It's just time to work through this. And if the only way that I can work through this without focusing on the negative all the time is just to move on and just end things, and maybe that's what needs to happen. So what is the outcome for this for Aries? Yeah, the outcome here, Aries, is you're going to be walking away from things that don't serve you. With this Eight of Cups, this is the outcome. Your energy is coming right at the bottom. You're walking away from things that don't serve you. Because you're tired of, waiting for somebody else to figure out what they want for their life. And I feel like you just want to be happy. You're tired of waiting on this person to find out if they're going to, try to work on things with you. Because I feel like it's been 2 steps forward, 3 steps back with this energy. You're not making any headway, So let's do a little clarifying and see what else we can get, and then we'll close this reading. So. Clarify this Three of Cups. Three of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, you got this Empress and the Devil coming in here. So, this energy could live at a distance from you, could be a town away, a state away. You know, they could live at a little distance from you. And I feel like there's been missed opportunity after missed opportunity here when it comes to commitment here with this energy that lives at a distance. Yeah, I feel like you could be trying to get some sort of balance with this energy. But somebody here is feeling like, you know, things ain't fair or things ain't balanced out, or, you know what I mean? Someone here just feels like things ain't going the way they want them to. You know, whether they're fighting with addictions or codependencies or whatever this is, this situation doesn't feel balanced to this energy. This Empress coming in. So this Empress could be, you know, the mother of your children or someone here that's nurturing like a mother. But someone here feels like there's not enough balance here when it comes to coming into union. There's not enough equal give and take here in the situation. You know, they could feel like somebody here could be trying to manipulate a situation or, you know, for their benefit or whatever here. It's this energy that lives at a distance. Somebody here I feel like is not meeting someone halfway. You know what I mean? There's just not enough balance here. Yeah, they feel like somebody here is offering more than the other. You know, somebody here is trying to make a decent offer and the other one here is just playing around, toying with it. You know? They're not taking things seriously. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to manifest moving on from this energy, Aries. This is what you're doing. You're manifesting, having positive movement forward. There's your energy right there. You know. Yeah. Clarify the Ten of Swords as a challenge. Yeah. You know, there was some sort of betrayal here. There's been a lot of fighting. I feel like you could have made, you know, they or you, or depending on who you're dealing with, if they got fire in their chat here, this could be you. I feel like someone here came in and made a nice, sweet offer. That's what I feel like. And there's been challenges ever since here because somebody here is kind of in and out energy, almost like they really don't know what they want. You know, and I feel like it's this energy that you're dealing with that's single, which is creating fighting. Like, I feel like we got one energy here taking things very seriously, and the other one's kind of playing around, you know. They're not taking things seriously here because there was a betrayal with the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles here. You know, somebody here could be being a player here, but I feel like someone here tried to make an offer, and it just made more challenges and fighting here, you know. With the Princess of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Five of Swords coming in. And guess what card fell on the table? Reach for the stars. Yeah, could be dealing with a twin flame here, and your energy's coming in. I mean, you could be taking on this Knight of Energy, you know, where you're just kind of not really taking it seriously here. But I feel like you're trying to manifest someone else coming into your life, Aries. That's just why you want positive movement forward from this energy. I feel like at one point in time, you may have really, you know, give it your best shot here on working on things, but now you're just like, you know what? What the hell? You know what I mean? We've worked on it this long, and, you know, we can't seem to come to an agreement. So I feel like, you know, you're really just trying to manifest moving on from this energy. That's what I feel like. Clarify the Two of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles as the root of this. I feel like you really wanted to try to work on things. You could have children with this energy. You know, if you don't have children with them, I mean, it could be, you know, a mixed situation where you could have stepchildren, but they still feel like they're your own children. You know what I mean? Yeah, someone here that's wanting some sort of a victory here with commitment. That's been nothing but challenges and fighting. And this is why someone here's at a crossroads. They're holding back, protecting their heart from making any kind of offer. with the Six of Wands and the Hierophant coming in. This could be also somebody that's religious as well here, but yeah, there's been nothing but challenges and fighting. With the Princess of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Five of Swords coming in again. So, Six of Swords, crown in the reading. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you guys are gonna part your ways here. You're moving on here from this twin flame. I feel like someone's gonna speak their truth and they're just gonna move on. You know, from the Lover here. Moving on to calmer waters. King of Swords, Lovers coming in. Gonna speak the truth and say, you know, we might as well just face it. This is it. It's the ending. This is the end of this. I can't do this anymore. It's making me mentally, physically, emotionally sick, you know. Yeah. I feel like you looked at progress, you put your best foot forward here, but you just, you're not seeing much headway, I feel like. Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands for the near future. Yeah, justice coming in. Challenges here. So I feel like by you taking action here, possibly towards someone else here, it's going to create conflict with your significant other. So somebody here might, you know, say, you know, you could be still, you know, married to this person, you know, or legally separated or whatever. Somebody here might want to file for divorce. You know, they might want to ask for alimony or more child support or whatever here. But whenever this energy decides to take action, it's going to create conflict here. You know, Princess of Wands challenges coming in again. Yeah. Yeah. Clarify this Four of Swords. That's how this energy sees the situation. Yeah, they're seeing that this energy that you're dealing with could be going through a lot of transformations. They could be having to move or find another job, and they're very closed off here. It's because someone here still needs to heal, with the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles coming in. Four of Pentacles coming in. Someone here is really protecting themselves, and it's because they're not healed from a situation here. Yeah, I feel like you've been trying to work on these challenges with this energy, you know. But someone here can't let go of something here, I feel like. And it's basically they're causing their own misery here, Aries. They're causing themselves to feel left out and, you know, and protected here from a situation. They're trying to protect their heart here, which I don't feel like you're trying to hurt this energy, you know, any more than you have to here. I feel like you're willing to work on things here, but someone here just can't let go. They can't let themselves heal. You know, they want to make an offer to you. You know what I mean? They want to make an offer, but someone here feels like you've got somebody else in the picture, or there's not enough give and take. With the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles coming in. Not enough give and take here in the situation. Clarify the Eight of Cups for the outcome. Eight of Cups. Yeah, I think you're going to be tempering your emotions here, Aries, and walking away from things that don't serve you. You know, you're tired of feeling stuck. I feel like you're ready to move forward, have positive movement forward, have growth. You know, take that leap of faith. I feel like you're ready for love. Obviously, you have healed from a situation here, and somebody else hasn't. And it looks like it's your counterpart here hasn't healed from a situation yet. So you're going to temper your emotions, and you're going to walk away. You're going to have that positive movement forward here, because I feel like you're not making any headway where you're at right now. We got the Chariot, the Fool, and the Hangman coming in. You're just going to temper your emotions and say, you know what? I've got to do this for me. You know what I mean? I can't keep going through this. We're not making any headway, and it's causing more pain, you know. You may have to make a judgment call here as to, you know, really focus on cutting ties with this energy, because they're not having any positive movement forward with this situation. So So that's what I got for you, Aries. If it resonates, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. And we'll talk to you folks later.